Hey, what's up, everybody? Display Discourse here, and right in front of me, I have a very special package. Now, every now and then, if I get something that is what I consider retro, like early 2000s stuff, or anything, before the birth of modern action figures and things like that, I definitely want to take a look at it here. It might be McDonald's toys, it might be regular action figures you would have seen back in the day in the early 2000s, or even way before then, around the areas where I was growing up at. And today I got something pretty special. So no crazy intros or nothing. We're just gonna go straight into it. Now, in this box, I managed to find an entire complete, I'll just do it like that, entire complete set of spectacular Spider-Man Happy Meal toys. We'll go over my own history with it, but of course we have the Spider-Man suction cup, we got the Doc Ock. I remember really vividly having Doc Ock and the Spider-Man suction cup. And the Green Goblin here, I definitely had that one. We got Sandman here, definitely had him. We got Crawling Spider-Man, never had him. We got Venom here, never had Venom. And we got this kind of like backpack hanger Black Spider-Man, definitely had him. And then lastly, we have this Spider-Man here that shoots a kind of obscure little plastic piece. Because I love when my Happy Meal toys shoot a little obscure, little looking unidentifiable piece of plastic. But getting the cardboard box out of the way, I am going to go ahead and open these up, and we'll take a look at each one individually. And if you guys were around during the time of Spectacular Spider-Man, and if you remember going through the McDonald's drive-thru and getting one of these figures, then definitely let me know in the comments. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna open these up and we'll take a look at all of them individually. So I think first off, I'll take a look at the regular Spider-Man figures here. So first off, we'll take a look at the regular Spectacular Spidey here, and yeah, I mean, he looks pretty cool. I honestly really love how McDonald's toys used to be back in the day. Nowadays, you just get kind of like really boring, non-gimmicky, or every single toy in the whole thing has just one gimmick, and it's just kind of boring. But this is back when McDonald's toys used to be really good. Early 2000s stuff here. But they got a nice sculpt work for Spidey here. Really emulates the look of the show, like super well. Got a very nice blue, very simple paint jobs because it is a Happy Meal toy. But they're very nice. I do remember vividly having this one. This one was a pretty integral part of my childhood, and is a very nice looking little Happy Meal toy. His arms are rubbery because you do got these little suction cup things on here. You do get a little bit of articulation. His head can kind of, do some rotating, and I'm pretty sure these arms can rotate here too. Yeah, these arms do also rotate all the way around. Same with this one. Ooh, I did not like that snap. I thought that wasn't anything too bad. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'm not gonna rotate those anymore, because I don't want to break it. But yeah, you got a very nice little Spider-Man here, and yeah, I believe I'll just go over here. You can kind of, it doesn't want to stick too well. What I used to do is I was a kid, so what I did was a little bit unorthodox, but okay. He seems to not want to really be sticking at all. But what I used to do is I was a kid, so I would lick the suction cup so that I would suction cup it because it would stay. But so he should just suction cup on but it doesn't want to stay suction cupped, unfortunately. I don't know if he'll suction cup to the surface. Yeah, very like lightly, but he doesn't seem to want to really suction cup too well. But that is the suction cup Spidey. And yeah, we'll take a look at the other Spider-Man. So, taking a look at the other Spider-Man here, you do have... Actually, I think I'll raise the camera a little bit there. Let me just kind of adjust this a little bit there. That might be good. So here we have the other Spider-Man here. And this one is one of those Happy Meal toys that you would get where you get a little piece of... My phone wants to cooperate with me. Come on. But this is one of those Spider-Man figures that, or you know, Happy Meal toy figures that you would get, where you get a little piece of plastic that shoots out of them. They stopped doing a lot of that nowadays, which kind of sucks. I assume it's because people were, you know, kids were just choking on stuff right and left. You know, always leave it up to the kids to ruin something that was really great. But yeah, here you go. You got you know, pretty much the same premise as the other one. You know, got that blue painting and stuff. Although it is missing the spider logo for obvious reasons, being the it's covered up by the arms now. It's very strange. It kind of almost makes it look like his arms are just like super thick. But again, overall, a really nice and good sculpt for the spectacular Spidey look. Got the symbol here at the back and everything, and a very nicely sculpted head. And again, this one has articulation too as well, although very minimal. It does have rotation around at the head right there, and you can rotate his waist around there too as well. But this one's main gimmick here is you have this little kind of web piece right there, button at the back, and he shoots. So let's see, I'm gonna shoot him from all the way behind the camera just to kind of show how far he can shoot. So pretty much all the way. Now I'm going to shoot from a bit farther away. Oh, it kind of shot already. But I'm going to shoot from a bit farther away. Yeah, it didn't exactly reach past the phone when I shot a little farther away. But it is a very nice little figure, and I'll do it one more time. You just shoot it from the little button in the back here. And you just take this and you reload it in. And it clicks in. It's a very nice little Spidey that shoots a obscure little piece of plastic. I actually quite like this one. It's a very nice one. I definitely like the suction cup one a lot more, just because I have more nostalgia for that one. But this one is not too bad either. Yeah, that's pretty much the web shot Spidey. Now we'll be taking a look at some of the black suit Spidey figures. So here is the black suit Spidey that is kind of the crawling Spidey. Now, this one is sculpted pretty nice. I love the paintwork on it. I believe this is when he kind of gets the suit and some time goes by and, you know, the webs are all gone and everything. I really love how they evolved the suit in the actual show. It was pretty nice. But you got a very nice look at a black Spidey here. This one, for some reason, like his body just feels very thick. Thicker than it probably should be. Like his like arm here is like seems like super thick. His legs are like super thick. And then coming down underneath here, seems super thick. That's they probably just had to make it that way, you know. And like his head seems super small, but he seems very interesting in proportions. But he's a nice little black Spider-Man little toy here. His fingers look a little strange, but he has a pullback feature, so that is pretty much his feature there. But he does have a little bit of articulation. The head can go pretty much all the way around, but you know, that's about it. But he does have a pullback feature, so just take him right here, pull him all the way back. And it's kind of like a bump and go thing, which is kind of cool because, like, I don't know if you guys saw that, but do it again. Like he bumps into stuff, and then he just like turns like right all around. is pretty cool. Let's do that one more time. Needs a little help. It's the fueling station, but that is a nice, like, fun little thing. I never had this one, so I didn't even know it did that. I didn't even know it had like a bump and go thing and some hair like got in between the wheels. I want to do that one more time because that was just kind of fun. I'll just help them around a little bit here. Yeah, this one's amazing. I don't know why they stopped doing stuff like this, because that was fun. But yeah, that is pretty much the wall, floor crawling or wall crawling Black Spider-Man. Next up, we have the kind of backpack clip Black Spider-Man. Now, I remember having this one when I was young too. In I believe it was elementary school. I think I had this. It was either that or was it elementary school or was it middle school? I don't remember. Might have been elementary school. But I remember I had this, a couple of my classmates in the room also had one of these. They were always on people's backpacks and stuff. I remember seeing a lot of these. Because, when I was in Fairlawn, when I was living around there, Spider-Man was pretty big around that. I mean, Spider-Man is pretty big all the way around, but at least in my school, Spider-Man, during that time was like pretty huge with a lot of people. So I saw a lot of these on people's backpacks. So very fond memories of these. I also had one on my backpack. This thing has been around, and I absolutely love this thing, and I'm so happy to have, pretty much have it back in a sense. But yeah, I mean, it's, he has some articulation, so his arm can go pretty much, all around, but, it's when you kind of got twisted out of the way. And he can rotate right here. Makes for some pretty cool posing that you can do, so you can, like, do something like that, or, you can, like, do, like, something like this, or, I don't know. It was just a nice, really fun Black Spidey, to put on your school backpack. He was definitely, like, the best, like, proportioned out of the Spider-Man figures, right next to the regular classic Spidey. But yeah, his main function here is he has this little backpack clip, so of course you just clip onto something, and you can have him hanging around, but he could also do this. So he had this kind of like web zip kind of effect, which is pretty cool. It's an amazing looking Black Spider-Man, a lot better than the wall crawling one, in my opinion, and he looks absolutely perfect. But that is pretty much all I can really say about the Black Suit Spidey. Definitely a childhood favorite. Absolutely love this one. Now it's time we bring on the villains of this McDonald's set. And I don't know who to start out with. I guess I'll start with my least favorite one here. That being Sandman. He's still cool. He looks really, really great. It's just, my least favorite in terms of the characters, but it has this very nice sand texture, and I'm kind of happy that they went with a more sandy kind of look to him. So he has this kind of like connected feet thing. They even continue the texture on the bottom, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, he has this like texture all around him, even on his like green sweater. Some sections have like a textured look to it, which is just super cool. Absolutely love this show. It's one of the best shows around. He has this like big kind of sand ball here, and the facial expression isn't too bad. It's kind of a bit, on the just kind of neutral side, like the, it almost looks like he knows what you've done kind of face. But overall, it's a nice looking Sandman, and he does have a little bit of articulation here, not at the waist or arm. This can spin around for some reason if you want it to. But his main gimmick is, you got this button in the back, and he just kind of does this. Yep, he shoots his sand ball, and I will kind of move him all the way back and see how far he shoots. So not too far. Yeah, less of an just obscure little piece of plastic being shot and more of like a whole ass weapon. But yeah, it is a cool little gimmick and a cool little Sandman. But that is pretty much all I can say for Sandman. Next up on the villain list here is Green Goblin. Now I used to have this one here, just like I had. I used to actually have Sandman too. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, I used to have Green Goblin here. He's pretty cool. I will show his gimmick off really quick because it's really nothing. Just rolled around. It's not a pullback feature or nothing. He just rolls around. He's got a big wheel on the bottom there. Yeah, that's all he does. But as far as details go, he looks really good. I really loved having this one when I was younger. Just the fact that you got, basically the whole glider here, and yeah, just the whole glider all the way around, and you had him on the glider here. He was kind of just like, staying on the glider like this, which was kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, he was detailed super well, and I bet if you did unscrew this a little bit here, you probably could just take him off. I might try that one day. But he is painted pretty plainly, just with the green, pretty much. But I mean, that's all you need for Green Goblin, to be honest. But he's sculpted super well. Definitely one of the ones that really looks like his show counterpart. And yeah, it looks really nice. Got the pumpkin ball all sculpted and painted there. Got very nice sculpting for the arms. These aren't painted, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. Very nice sculpt for the body. I always did love the Green Goblin look for Spectacular Spider-Man. It always was such a nice look for Gobby. And then, of course, you got the head here, which I never knew what was going on with the mouth section here. It was always very strange to me. It almost looks like he's like smiling, or I don't know. He just has a very derpy looking expression. That's a word you guys probably haven't heard since like 2010 or somewhere around that. But yeah, very nice head sculpt. This really does invoke the character from the show. As for articulation, you can move the arms back and forth. This one can pretty much go all the way around. And the head is on a swivel. But yeah, very nice little Green Goblin figure. Definitely one of my favorites. But let's move on to Venom. So, next villain up, Venom. Now, I never had the Venom. So this is my first time experiencing Venom here. And I gotta say, for the most part, I like it. I like the way it looks for the most part. There are some issues I have with the design. But, for the most part, I really love the body. I really love how the body looks. It really does invoke that, Venom from the show. Not sure if the Venom logo is completely accurate. It might be. I'm not 100% sure. But my main issue is with the head. That just does not remind me of the Spectacular Spider-Man Venom. It's very strange, like, in between. Like, there's some parts of it that kind of remind me of it. But then there's just parts that just don't remind me of it. And I don't know if it's because maybe, like, the eyes are, like, flipped around. Like, I feel like they should be, like, flipped. Like, I feel like this should be the part that's more, like, here. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not too sure what's going on with the head for this Venom, but it doesn't exactly look like the show. And plus, spinning around, the teeth are kind of inserted in. I know why they did that, but it's still it's very strange. But I really do like the overall look of the body and the silhouette. I think they did a perfect job. It's just, I don't know, the head just kind of throws it off for me. But his gimmick is he is a water squirter. Now, I'm not going to show that because I'm having these for display only, so no water squirting here. But yeah, you do press this button here on the back. You know, you dip it in, you hold it, you release it, you get the water in, and then you spray the water out. And it does come out of a little hole in his mouth that you can see right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Venom. Has no articulation, no nothing. But he is a nice, decent looking little Venom. Now for the last and final Spectacular Spider-Man McDonald's Happy Meal toy. This one, I have a lot of memories having this one. This one was by far one of my favorite ones to mess around with the most. That's why I kind of saved them for last. And that is, of course, none other. Sorry if you hear me burp. I just drank a root beer. But that, of course, is none other than Doc Ock. This, by far, I believe is, me personally, is one of the best McDonald's Happy Meal toys that have been released ever. I mean, and of course, that is also debatable. But to me, it is one of the best. Because not only does it like just feel like a full-on Doc Ock figure, tentacles and all, but it just looks so damn cool. And it like just perfectly embodies the show look and everything. So let's get into the details of him. He's sculpted super nice, and one thing I did really like about the Spectacular Spider-Man Doc Ock look is it invoked the Sam Raimi style for Doc Ock, which honestly I love that look so much. I feel like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 really kind of dictated a lot of the Doc Ock designs after the fact, because a lot of Doc Ock designs did take notes from this. But I mean, yeah, this thing looks great. He's really big and chunky, but he perfectly encapsulates that look from Spectacular Spider-Man. And just looking at that head sculpt, yeah, that is Spectacular Spider-Man Doc Ock if I've ever seen him. And he did come with these cool tentacles, which are sculpted pretty nicely. They got, you know, all the necessary details that you need for them and everything. And they just plug into the back. These little tentacles down here are kind of mid. They're a bit on the small side, but these ones up here are really great. Now he has the same gimmick as the other Spider-Man, where, you know, he suction cups. Maybe he'll be the one to actually suction cup better to my display. Almost, actually. Oh my god, okay, he almost did it. He almost suction cupped. Oh, yeah. You can't press on him, otherwise his tentacles fall off, but they do just plug right back in. Bit of a loose connection, but I mean, it is a Happy Meal toy. This thing's awesome. I love this thing. As for articulation, his head can move pretty much all the way around if you wanted it to. And each of his tentacles all move, so these bottom sets move, these top sets move and everything. And these claws spin around too as well. Yeah, just overall, really nice Doc Ock. Absolutely love it. Definitely one of the best out of the set. But without further ado, I will bring out all the toys, and I will just kind of give a last final thought on the entire set as a whole. So, as a final kind of in-depth thoughts, you know, about this entire McDonald's set, I absolutely love this set. Brings back hella nostalgia, more than you guys would probably even know for me. What a wonderful set. And, you know, it is kind of sad to see the state of Happy Meal toys nowadays, because a lot of times I don't even want to collect them anymore. And I used to like to, you know, maybe pick them up every once in a while. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm like 22 years old and still picking up Happy Meal toys and Happy Meals sometimes occasionally. Fight me on it, but you know, sometimes these Happy Meal toys just look so damn good, I want to collect them. And also, I used to work at McDonald's a couple of years ago, so I had, you know, first hand pickings for some stuff, but definitely not stuff like this, because a lot of stuff like this was, you know, came out way before I even had a job. But yeah, overall, what a wonderful and amazing set to coincide with the show. Now Burger King had their own set, which, you know, was kind of lackluster, but they had some cool ones in there. There was another Venom, and which was kind of crazy, was it was actually another water squirter, but that Venom actually looked like how Venom looked like in the show. So I might actually pick that one up. And I actually did used to have that one, which was pretty crazy. I actually used to have that. And they also had like a Spider-Man that like did something. Then they had another Spider-Man with like web wings that was pretty cool. And they had like a Doc Ock thing, which I also had, but it was like some like really strange, like just floating head. Nothing close to this Doc Ock. But yeah, I mean, this set was great. The show was great. And, you know, believe it or not, Spectacular Spider-Man figures nowadays are a little bit pricey. I'm working on trying to maybe get some of them. I had a Venom way back in the day. I'm going to try and re-get that one. I want to try and get both Venoms. Definitely want to try and get a Green Goblin. Definitely want to try and get a Doc Ock. And of course, the Black Suit Spidey and the Classic Spidey. And I will review those when I get those. I would like to maybe try and do this every now and then, where I take a look back at, you know, something that was very nostalgic to me personally, since, you know, in recent months I've been pretty heavy on the nostalgia bait. These are definitely one of those nostalgic purchases, and I got this actually as a full set on eBay, so I was very thankful for that. But yeah, I want to try and do this every now and then. But overall, beautiful set, wonderful set. If I had to pick a couple favorites, I don't know. It's really hard. I think honestly my favorites were definitely the backpack clip Black Spider-Man, because that is just very nostalgic for me. Definitely Doc Ock. Green Goblin's pretty cool as a little display piece. I think the bump and go kind of crawling Black Suit Spider-Man is pretty fun. It's a really, really fun one. Venom looks cool. I just wish the head was more accurate. You know, Venom's another one of those next to Green Goblin that are just good for a little display piece. Sandman's alright. You know, it's nothing too crazy. I do think he looks nice as a little display piece. And of course the two red and blue Spider-Mans. I think both of them are honestly really, really great. But that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this little look back at something pretty nostalgic for my lifetime, and maybe your guys' lifetime too as well. But that is pretty much it for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow my socials, my Insta and my TikTok, and I will see you guys in the next video.